All right, Hollywoodburg, take one.
Okay, so this is our first official
Podcast.
podcast of Hollywoodburg.
We have to do an intro, I guess.
Welcome to Hollywoodburg.
Straight out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Go big and go home.
Do we want to reveal where we're located?
Well, that's the whole gist of the show.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, let's start then.
Yeah. Hollywoodburg, take two.
You start first, Gina.
Oh my
Ladies
gosh.
first.
Okay. Well, hey, welcome everyone.
Welcome.
Straight out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. This is Hollywoodburg.
Home of Poison, the band. Not the...
My name's Gina. I'm from Pennsylvania. I went to school at Emerson College, and I majored in visual and media arts. Alpesh?
Oh, God. Do we have to do that? Is it too soon?
Well,
What?
we have to do an introduction.
I think
Don't be
they're gonna...
camera shy. Hey everyone, I'm Gina,
And I'm Alpesh.
and welcome to Hollywoodburg.
Wait, I hesitated like I didn't know my own name. Okay, let's start.
Oh, let's start over from the top. All right, hey everyone, welcome. This is our very first episode of Hollywoodburg. My name's Gina,
And I'm Alpesh.
and welcome to the show. Go big and go home,
That's our motto here. You can have our cheesecake and eat it too.
and eat it too. I'll try and take longer pauses between things. I talk really fast.
She talks really fast. She's really impatient.
No, I'm not
She calls me-
impatient. Some people just don't get things done in a timely manner, so
The youth.
it's really boomers are the problem.
Gen X.
Gen X is invisible. There's no such thing as that generation.
What are we talking about?
So what was your vision when you first created Hollywoodburg?
I'm in the process of creating this show called Hollywoodburg, which
And
is
what's it about?
it's about basically a hyper-realistic version of my life.
Okay. Kind of like a Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit like Curb, a little bit like The
Office.
The Office. You seem to know a little bit about this more than I do.
Oh. I actually listen to you. I don't tune him out.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Only when she needs something important done.
He takes
that
a
she-
very long time getting to the point of his stories, so I tune in when it's necessary, when he tells me the things that are important.
I like dramatic tension.
Life's too short for that.
And so it's about, I guess I would say me coming back home.
All about you. You.
It's
me,
about
me,
me.
me, me.
It's about me.
All about him.
Of course, it's about me. It's about
Get to the point.
So I grew up in Mechanicsburg, went to LA, to make movies and lived the dream.
The big Hollywood dream.
Yes, which I know you're aspiring for as well.
Well, after being humbled by your cynical vision of Hollywood,
It's not cynical, it's the truth. I came back and I created this studio, like the motto says, go big and go home, which is like typically you couldn't do that, but now you can post-COVID.
Yes.
You can do it from anywhere in the world. I happen to be here in Mechanicsburg. Now, sometimes it's not a good thing
it's
to be.
not as ideal as LA or as glamorous as the big cities. That's
No.
for sure.
So the show is basically, in all of us, there is the Hollywood side of us, and then there's the Berg side of us. Even celebrities, they have the Hollywood side and the Berg side
Yes.
because they came from
Not
all over
everyone.
the country.
Not everyone came from money. They grew up in
Yeah.
towns just like Mechanicsburg.
Yeah, maybe half.
Half of them probably, had some
Yeah,
parents with money or whatever, but
Hollywood royalty. What's that? Nepo babies.
Nepo babies.
Yeah.
Lots of
I mean-
connections and ins to the industry already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, being aged out, I think after a certain point, like I'm considered too old.
You're past your expiration date.
I mean, look at this beautiful face
Mm-hmm.
and this body. I'm old for Hollywood. This.
Yeah.
How dare they?
You want to roll up your pants and show them your chicken legs too? Come on, Chicken Little.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
You're gonna shame me.
Yep.
She's got.
I'm leg shaming him.
She's got like perfect legs.
I'm a soccer player, which is why
She's
I
a
run for a
professional-
living.
She's a professional soccer player. All right, let's do. If we're gonna show you my legs,
We're doing a reveal. A reveal in the first episode. There they are. They've been shown. Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
What a sight to be seen.
Woo!
I could snap that in half like a twig.
She's shaming me.
Yes,
Look
exactly.
at those legs. I mean, tone. Stand up.
I'll give him a twirl.
Yeah, get a twirl of the.
There we go.
We should probably get a close up of that. All right. Woo!
Yeah, look at that. Oh boy.
Flex that. They're professional and
They're professionally built.
old man's chicken legs.
Yeah. Chicken Little. I mean, I've been playing soccer since I've been 4 or 5 maybe, so they've developed over the years. I mean, I go to the gym like 4 or 5 times a week too, so that also helps.
I think about going to the gym 4 or 5 times a
He
week.
thinks about it. He thinks about Panera and ice cream and Dairy Queen more, but
Is that where we're going for lunch today, by the way?
Panera.
Panera?
I think we have to do Panera.
Okay. Number one priority each day is.
Every time I walk into the office for work, Gina, what are we doing for lunch? Alpesh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
The most important business of the day.
Yeah, that's
What
the
are we doing
most
for
business
lunch?
he gets done, yeah. And then we take 30 minutes debating over it.
Yeah, so, getting aged out, right. That's right. That's what.
Yeah.
Becoming irrelevant. It's not a good feeling, especially in a town like Hollywood, when you have all the experience
Yeah.
and all they look at is like, oh, he's too old. And by the way, just because you're young doesn't mean that you know.
Is that
I'm
a
not looking
dig?
at you. I'm not looking at you.
That eye contact came straight at me.
Sorry. I'm not looking at you. Obviously, she's the exception, but I'm just saying in general, it doesn't mean that you know everything. And you have learned a lot from me, so.
I've gained a little bit of wisdom. I'm not going to get on my knees and praise you like some king or god, but
That's not what I asked.
yeah.
No.
Working here definitely has opened my eyes to things that I wouldn't have learned in film school or things that I wouldn't have learned starting out as an assistant somewhere and not getting to know anything.
Yeah, well, you have access to basically a studio.
It's not basically, it is a studio.
Yeah, it's a studio, yeah. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
So it's not fun to be aged out, but I think there's a lot of opportunity to be your own boss and create your own stuff.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood is shrinking, it actually has opened up a lot more opportunities outside of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be in LA to do what you want to do. And in fact, I think the most important thing is probably being your own boss.
Yeah. And creating your own brand and making things that you want to make that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, that to me, I think is priceless. I'm glad I've been able to kind of be in both worlds, and that's why it's Hollywoodburg, because I still work for LA,
Yeah.
but I live in the Burg.
You're living the best of both worlds, aren't you?
Often doesn't feel like I'm living the best of both worlds.
I walk in and he tells me how much he hates his life.
It's still a lot of hard work. It just feels like, train.
Train.
It's a long one.
Are we good?
There should be one more ball.
Welcome back from this commercial break.
Welcome back.
Sponsored by Vision Storm Entertainment, straight out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Thank you for tuning in.
So the Olympics.
Yes. How did you feel about them?
Well, there's a lot of controversy in the Olympics.
Yes. What are some of the controversies you've noticed?
There was the Battle of the Bulge.
The pole vaulter?
The pole vaulter.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg coming out with a torch
the
that looked
torch.
like a big giant spliff on fire.
And then Tom Cruise flying into the arena at the closing ceremony. That was pretty crazy.
Of course, breakdancing.
That's one of the highlights for sure. What are your thoughts on that?
It's unfortunate because as soon as it was a competition in the Olympics, it's gone now
Yes.
forever.
Well, I hear it could be back in Australia 2032. I hear it could be back.
I see.
Yeah, but it's gone for LA 28.
Okay. I think the French really didn't want to host the Olympics, so I think they just decided, hey, well, let's do something that they'll make sure that we'll never host the Olympics as long as we exist.
Why do you think they didn't want to host the Olympics?
Yeah, let's make the swimmers swim through the muck. Let's have Tom Cruise clothes. Let's have Snoop Dogg.
Let's Snoop Dogg carry the torch.
Let's have breakdancing.
Yeah.
And then let's have a white person do the least breakdancing moves.
Yep.
And then take it seriously.
Yes.
And there was a lot of scantily clad women competing.
Scantily clad?
The men's outfits were different than the women's outfits for everything.
I feel like that's always something that happens, you know?
But they seem to be getting like...
Less and less clothing every Olympic.
Yeah, pretty soon it's going to be a spray-on.
Yeah.
You know, just for the nipples and the crotch area, just to cover the absolute necessities.
Exactly. Do you think the LA 2028 Olympics are going to be better than these ones?
I think it's going to be a huge party. For sure.
Yeah.
I look forward to the controversies of LA Olympics, see what happens.
Definitely.
But it's like 4 years away, so who knows?
Well, who knows what it's going to look like. Some of the things I thought in the 2024 Olympics were shocking, but I feel like some of these new TikTok trends that are out are interesting for sure. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
You're going to have to
I'm going to have to update this boomer on
You're going to have to fill me in.
Well, okay, there's the cucumber salad guy. He has this cucumber slicer, and he gets like a full cucumber, slices it up. A lot of people are cutting their hands on the cucumber thing, which is also not a trend, but people are getting their hands too close when they cut the cucumber. And then he puts a bunch of ingredients in it, soy sauce and various things, and then shakes it up and eats it. But he's gotten millions of followers and attention because of it.
Millions of followers?
Yeah, millions.
For making cucumber salad?
Yeah, yeah. So, and then there's the demure trend. Everything's cutesy, everything's respectful. It's demure. That's the new thing.
I don't understand that trend.
You're so not cutesy or demure. You're so not respectful. You would be the trend that's stuff that is not demure.
What is it? What?
It's either you're demure or you're not demure.
So you're cutesy or you're not cutesy?
There's an example going around. If you chew with your mouth shut, it's cutesy, it's respectful, it's demure. But if you do other things, they're not demure, they're not cutesy. See how I do my quiet sticks? Very polite, very respectful, very demure. I don't slam my sticks next to my talent. That's not polite. That's not respectful. That's not demure.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to wrap this up because we ran out of things to talk about.
Don't say that.
I'm being honest.
His mind's blanking. He only has a 45 minute to an hour capacity, and that's it.
Then it's nap time.
Then it's nap time. Yeah, it's lunch, then nap time, and yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in to our first episode. Hopefully we make some more soon.
Yes.
And people want to tune back in. Go big and go home, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yup. Wait, what am I supposed to...
Yup.
What am I supposed to say?
Maybe just silence. We can just look at the... Or maybe I'll say go big and go home, and then how about you say thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. How about you take that line?
So thanks for tuning in, and then you should say go big and go.
Okay.
Remember, go big and go home.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Thanks for tuning in to Hollywoodburg podcast.
Go big and go home. See how I do my quiet sticks? No, in front of the talent.
Yeah.
How should I do it? I got it right close to you.
Like that.
Like that.
Very...
like very quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, get into character. Take a moment.